Hey everyone, it's Miranda from Diamond Painting with the Besties. How are you? I hope everyone is doing amazing. We are halfway through the week. I hope everyone had a fabulous day. I'm sorry I haven't been posting much. I just got back off vacation, which was absolutely wonderful. And yeah, so I'm trying to play catch up. So I have an unboxing. This is my latest purchase from Diamond Art Club. And I got Liz the Good Witch. I actually didn't get any of the Halloween drops at all. Not because I didn't like any, but I went to a convention and had some photo ops, and I was more focused on that. There was none that I would be dying if I didn't get, but I do have them on my wish list. But anyway, this is what I got from, I think, a couple weeks ago. I think I've had it for maybe like last week before it got released before the Halloween drop. And this is Liz the Good Witch by Eyns Guerrero. It's a 55.8 by 70.7 centimeter square diamond painting. I really was kind of excited to see like a Good Witch because a lot of her art, and I have a ton of it, is more dark and has this very somber, macabre vibe to it. And so I thought it was fun that she did a Good Witch. And she's still dark and gothy and spooky, but she's smiling. So I wanted to add her to my collection. So we're just going to go over my favorite part of the box, which is letting me know the colors. So this one has 22 colors to include 2 Aurora Borealis diamonds and 1 fairy dust diamond. So let's get into it. All right, so we have our toolkit. I'm not going over it. You guys have seen it before. If not, there are a ton of other creators who show the toolkit. All right, so here we have our canvas and our branded dust bag, and we have our sticker sheet in our little packet. So we'll see if we have a treasure quest card, and we do. And I'm pretty sure that this is a bronze. Yep, it's a bronze, but I'm excited to add her to my collection. Here is the sticker sheet right here, and she's got her familiar. She has an owl. You can put your start and end date right here. And this is it. Now, I know if you guys do not like the darker color palettes, it's not going to be for you. Lots of browns, taupes, grays, black, and whatnot. So it looks like we're going to have AB 648, an AB 5200, and Fairy Dust 3024. So we'll definitely be going over these colors, but only 23 colors. So I'm actually excited about that. So I'm going to put this back where it is safe and sound. And let us get into the actual canvas. Ooh, and of course I bumped you. Would it be a video? I'm still trying to get used to this new tripod. It's not as cumbersome as my other one, but yeah, I'm still like fumbling around with it. All right, so we're going to unroll our plush, super plush canvas and let it rest for a little bit. Here are our color, our drills right here. It's got Liz the Good Witch, and it's got the kit number in case you choose to store things separately. I'm actually going to roll her back so she will lay a little flatter. Don't worry, my friends. It's pour glue, so our canvas is very malleable and give me a second. All right. Well, that didn't really help very much. We're going to have to mess with the plastic. But there she is. She's not really laying flat, so let's pull this plastic back. We've got a very super clear drill field. And I'm just going to do it on the top because the plastic, it's been all rolled up, and we want to kind of, stretch and relax. It's kind of like getting out of your work clothes and getting into some comfy pajamas, right? So we're going to let it rest. So over the top we have, you know, the standard Diamond Art Club Do It Makes You Sparkle. Way up there in the upper left, we have our legend. And then down here in the lower right, I'm going to actually try and zoom in a little bit. There we go. So you guys can see her face better. I love the fact that she's like obviously in her castle. We have roses, we have a candelabra, we have melting wax, we have a stained glass like ornate window, we have a lantern. It looks like we've got some skulls over here. She's got this long beautiful hair, her dark dress, and you know, just kind of doing her thing. But I do love that smile. It looks like we have some potion bottles as well. And looks like she's just kind of hanging out. Now, I know it's kind of hard to see in the painting, but also here. So I'm hoping that when the drills go down on the canvas, that it will show more, like it'll pop out a little bit more. I hope that the color palette doesn't muddle the canvas, which I don't think it will. Obviously, trust the process, because Diamond Art Club, I've never had a Diamond Art Club kit not come out well. But there she is. The symbols we're going to be looking for when we get to that point is we have a taupe background kind of with a dark square in the middle for the 649. 5200 is the standard white background with the little tiny black square. And then for our fairy dust, we have a lowercase n. So we're going to put this to the side and we're going to go through these colors real quick. So we have one that's kind of separate already. So 712, just a little bit of that. Since there's so few, hopefully so few colors, I hope I can get this back in. All right, so we're gonna start off with 2 bags of 317, 3371, 779, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bags of 310. We have 1, 2, 3 bags of 413. 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of 3799. So those are our really big bags. And we only have one more train, so we'll start with this end, and it's going to have our least amount of drills, and then it's going to get to a little bit bigger bags. So just a little bit of 3866, tiny bit of 647. So this is all we have of the 5200. Now, if you've worked on an Eyns Guerrero or know her artwork, you know, it is dark. It is not supposed to be all blingy, but then again, you guys can do whatever you want with your canvas. So we have this tiny little bit of 5200. 3024, 3823, 3823, 3023, 3072. We have a tiny little bit, I don't really know what color this is. A greeny gray taupey, I don't know, but 3024, 898, 648, 453. We have 2 bags of 838, 2 bags of 451, 3861. Wow, we have a big fat bag of 648. It's almost like a sage green. I love that. I've never had this AB before. Gorgeous. And then 2 bags of 169, and last but not least, 1 bag of 317. So I'm just going to put this over to the side, and we're going to try and find this stuff together. I'm going to do my very, very best. It's kind of hard to see, also because of the perforated lines with the little gray on the sheet, but we're going to do our best. I'm really going to do my best. All right, so it looks like we've got some of the 648 AB in the little bit in this rose right here. We have a couple over here, couple over here. So I think they're just going to be really spread out. So there's that lowercase n all through here. There's some, oh, you can't even see. Sorry, all through here and here. Here is that 5200 AB and some of that 648 AB as well around the candle. Same with up here with those ABs. And I'm looking for more of that N because that was a pretty big. No, what am I talking about? Good grief. The fairy dust wasn't very much. It was the, no, yeah, I don't even remember. Good grief. What did I say, you guys? AB 648. Okay, that's why I was kind of getting confused because I was like, there are a lot of these little squares around here. So I take that back. The fairy dust, that taupey kind of color, fairy dust is through here. But that AB is all through where you see all those squares. That's why I was wondering, how come there's not that many ends? A lot of the AB, so it's generously sprinkled around this painting. Did any of you guys get her? I'm sorry this is such a short unboxing, but it's pretty simple. She's gorgeous. She's gothic. She's a good witch. It's Eyns Guerrero. For me, you know, I have the majority of her artwork. You can't go wrong. So let me know down in the comments if you've got this one, what you think. Comment your thoughts. Like, share. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. And yeah, just let me know what you think. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day, and I'll see you next video. Remember to be safe and be kind. Bye.